What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. How you guys doing, by the way? This is your host, Siren Frost, and today we are doing an update video of my Destined 1 of Scales Aequilibra deck profile. This is going to be post set 10, I believe. And yeah, so in my last video, I did mention in Artisaria that this deck also has a Brand Gate counterpart, Phantom counterpart, sorry. But we'll get to that in a minute, like maybe at the end of the video if I have time. Or if we'll do it on a separate video, I don't know. But in today's video, we're going to be doing the OverCharged series and see what's new about this deck, what's the new units going to do, and see if this deck is more up to snuff with competitive play yet or not quite. You know, every deck is a work in progress, and that's why I feel like I need to accomplish this and make sure the recipe is better than it was last video, if that makes any sense. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the video. But also, for everyone to know and keep in mind about this as well, this deck is also going to be inspired by the fighter who's been using it, Kyohma Kurosaki. I had to look him up on Wikipedia or Wikia because I forgot his name. So this deck is also considered a character deck profile. So we're going to be using units and cards that are in from the anime itself, along with some cards that may or may not be in the anime, if that makes any sense. So let's go ahead and jump right into the video, starting with the Ride deck. Of course, we have the energy counter for our EG substitute, mainly because I like this card, this here as an idea, because I like using my dice. And it helped me keep track of which energy I needed to use or whatnot and what I've been using. So that is for that reason. And then for grade 0, we have the Gewehral Dragon. When this unit is rolled upon, if you win second, draw 1 card. And keep in mind, you guys, if my wording for these names are going to be a little problem, the name will always be in the box down below with the deck list. But I think this is all based on German's weaponry or something like that. I think that's my best bet. Speaking of which, here's the grade 1. This is the Raketenwerfer Dragon. If I say that right, I'm sorry. When this unit is rolled upon by Gatling Kanone Dragon, you may call this to rear guard. If you called it, soul charge 1 card. Overcharged skill. Now this is where the fun begins. If this unit was chosen by the ability of your Vanguard Aequilibra in its card name this turn, this unit gets 10,000 power. Now, listen guys, the whole deck is revolved around the overcharge abilities, so this is nothing new. This is just something that is for fun, maybe for shits and giggles, but we'll just see what you guys think. Also, if you guys play this deck as well, let me know in the comments what you guys think about this as well. For grade 2, we are playing Gatling Kanone Dragon. When this unit is rolled upon by Aequilibra, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 grade 3 or less card from among them, reveal it, and put it into your hand. And put the rest of them on your deck in any order you wish. If you reveal the card with the overcharge ability, soul charge 1. So basically this deck does still revolve around soul charging, soul blasting. That's the best bet I could think of. Then we have the star of the show, which is the Destined 1 of Scales Aequilibra. Now it has 2 skills, which is Divine Skill and its Active Skill. Now, the active skill is a 1 turn only, and it costs a Soul Blast too, so hence why we need Soul Charging for this deck. Choose 3 of your rear guards, and they get 5,000 power in a turn. If you have chosen 2 or more rear guards with the Overcharge ability, draw 1 card. And this unit gets 10,000 power in a turn. Okay, that's dangerous. Now, its Divine Skill is a little bit more tricky. For people like me who've never used this deck that much, it is a little tricky. But for some of you who know it, kudos to you. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, counterblast 1, choose 2 of your rear guards and you get 5,000 power until the end of the turn. If your opponent's damage zone is 4 or less cards, choose one of your opponent's Vanguard and deal 1 damage to it. The power increase of the trigger effects revealed for this effect's damage check gets 10,000 minus 10,000. So it does share a little bit of Shirayuki's minus triggering ability or minus points ability kind of thing. A little tiny bit, maybe like a 10% kind of thing. But this Divine Skill is very dangerous. Now, here's a question for a lot of you. Does this effect applies to your opponent's damage check only when you use Divine Skill, or for the rest of that turn? Does that help at all? That's just my way of asking. Leave it in the comments down below. So there is the Aequilibra ride line. Now for the main deck, which is the grade 0 lineup, I stick with my true standard kind of cards, just because that's just how I work for most of the time. Now for the trigger lineup, we have 4 heals, which is Dinobreeze. And then we also are running 8 criticals, which is 4 copies of Conduct Spark Dragon and 4 Burning Flail Dragons. Now, I like Burning Flail because of its soul ability. At the end of battle, this unit boosted. Put this unit into your soul. Choose one of your units, units in general, and it gets 2k power until the end of turn. So we have more soul charge. Now, I did change something from Kyohma's front trigger option, I think. Now, he used Parama in the anime. Now I'm using the Stealth Fiend Futakychiyo because of her soul front ability. When this unit is retired from the Guardian Circle, you may put this card into your soul. So basically, this card is good for any Dragon Empire deck that can use soul, and it does give like a free soul charge in a matter of opinion. Now, you guys are more than welcome to use Parama because of her 20k shield value if you really want to. I might put that back in this deck if I get a chance to. But I want to keep saying, don't knock it till you try it. And I want to keep testing out the soul fronts more and I can chew off them. And then I'll find decks that be comparable for soul fronts and guard fronts, if it makes any sense. Now, for the Overtrigger choice, which is Dragveda, this is going to be one of the few cards that people hate. Choose one of your Vanguards and it stands after it gets 1,000,000 power. So that card, besides Elder Breath and Blast Favar, and Gewehral is a little bit more tricky. So, and there's always a rule for the gentleman rule. You can play no OT or play OT if you really want to. So if you want to play no OT, you can turn this card into another front or a draw trigger if you really want to. Just in case. And then it'll become whatever that thing becomes. So like another copy of her or Parama or whatever. So just a little heads up. That's how some of the players at my shop kind of do it, and I respect it. It's fun. It's nice to learn different things. Now, for the grade 1 options, we are using the new promo, or at least from last year's promo. This is 4 copies of Fearful Frei Dragon. It has the Overcharge ability. When your Vanguard attacks a grade 3 grade unit, if this unit was chosen by the ability of your Vanguard with Aequilibra in its card name this turn, and your rearguard did not stand by the card's ability this turn, put this unit into your soul, choose one of your front row rearguards with the Overcharge ability, and stand it. And then draw 1 extra card. So we are now testing this card because I think that standing ability is pretty good for multi-attack purposes. I meant purpose. I can speak English, you guys. So 4 of this card, and it was a bitch for me to actually get this card. So I had 2 at first. I didn't want to play 2 because I'm OCD like that. So I got 4 more, or 2 more, and then I got 4. There you go. Next, we have 3 copies of Dragritter Fariiza, Overcharge. When this unit boosts, if this unit was chosen by the ability of your Vanguard with Aequilibra in its card name this turn, this unit gets 10,000 power into that battle. At the end of that battle, if you do not counter charge this turn, retire this unit and counter charge 1 card. Now, I'm playing 3 of her because I want to make room for this guy. So, we gotta make room for all the players and all the teams. Next we have is Dragritter Eadil. When this unit is placed on rearguard, if you have 2 or more units with the Overcharge ability, counterblast 1, draw 1 card, and soul charge 1. Again, more soul charging. Overcharge. If this unit was chosen by Aequilibra, this unit gets 10,000 power. So, as long as Aequilibra chooses a unit with overcharge, I almost said overdrive for some reason, it gets a certain skills unlocked. Now, for complete guards, I'm playing 3 Sparkle Rejector Dragons, and then 1 Elementaria Sanctitude because we are going against decks that do have triple drive, the keyword, and you can play this card for free if your opponent's Vanguard gains triple drive itself. But at the end of its use, it's banished. It's gone. Removed from the game. Benito. Basta. Bye-bye. Now for grade 2, here is now a full 12 grade 2 play. This is the new card from set 10. This is the Lindenshaft Dragon. Overcharge. If this unit was chosen by Aelquilibra, this unit gets 10,000 power. So they all kind of say that one. At the end of battle, this unit attack, retire this unit. Choose one of your vanguards and it gets this skill. When this unit attacks, choose up to one of your rear guards with the overcharge ability and it gets 5,000 power into the turn until the end of that turn. And we are playing for this card. So this is not a one turn only kill kind of thing. So this is perfect. And then we have the Dragritter Badiia. When this unit is placed on rear guard from hand, look at the top 7 cards of your deck. Choose one card with different card name from this unit with the overcharge ability, or up to 2 Aequilibra. I am so hard to say this name. 2 Aequilibra. The name will be in the box down below. But anyways, the scales of the world from among them, reveal it and put it into your hand and shuffle the deck. If you reveal the card, choose a card from your hand and put it into your soul or discard it. Overcharge. If this unit was chosen by Aequilibra, again, 10,000 power. So all of them get 10,000. What is this, fucking Oprah? Next, we have Dragritter Shalhuub. During your turn, if you have 3 more units with the overcharge ability, this unit gets 5,000 power. Overcharge. When your Vanguard attacks a Grade 3 guard unit, if this unit was chosen by Aequilibra, Energy Blast 3, stand this unit, and it gets 10,000 power into the turn. So, again, more standing, more 10,000. This deck is all about power. It's about restanding. It's about basically killing your opponent and giving him a big middle finger. So, that is the game plan right there. And I swear, you guys, I can try to speak this much English, but this is not working out for me. For Grade 3, we're playing 3 more Aequilibras for Persona Writing. Then we have 2 copies of Aelquilibra Dragon. When this unit is placed on rear guard, if you have a Grade 3 Vanguard with Aequilibra in its card name, choose up to 1 card other than a trigger unit from your drop and put it into bottom of your deck. If you put a Grade 3 guard card, counterblast 1 and draw 1 card. Overcharge. At the end of battle, this unit attack the Vanguard. If this unit was chosen by Aequilibra, put this unit into your soul, choose one of your units, and it gets 5,000 power into the turn. So we are using 2 copies just so we can get a nice feel to it and see what it's like. Then we have 2 copies to Aequilibra's. I'll say that name when I can. The Scales of the World. Play this with counterblast 1, and if your Vanguard's Aequilibra. Choose up to 2 Grade 3 or less cards with different card names and the overcharge ability from your drop, and call them to rear guard. So it's more call ability. Pretty much. But that is it for the update video of my Aequilibra deck profile. I hope you guys did like this video as much so. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, leave a comment down below, and I'm more than happy to answer it. And again, thank you all so much for watching this video. Sorry it took too long than I thought, but I had to read these names and read them carefully. And if you guys have any questions whatsoever, feel free to comment down below. Please subscribe. If you guys have the content I do create on my channel, which is awesome. And before I do go, I just have some few words to say. Please be safe out there, make good choices, and I will see you guys in next week's video. And I hope you guys have a great week and a great day, great month, whatever you want to feel comfortable saying. And as always, I've been your host, Simon Frost, signing out.